Mambo vipi bana, wananiita mjiko mfalme. We are on ground leo na tuko na Silver Kido hapa and we have one of the biggest TikTokers from unajua 254, lakini kule kwingine anatokea, atatuambia mwenyewe. Mr. Yagga himself. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm doing great. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm happy to be here.
You started early, bro.
Yeah? Not really. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm not just a TikToker, but an upcoming celebrity, Yeah, you get ready.
That is why you're here, probably.
Yes, sir.
So today we are here for probably the listening party for BN, who is going to give us a deluxe of okay, sawa, who is going to give us a deluxe of his album. But now, for you, you have said you don't know why you are here.
Actually, obviously, who doesn't follow him?
Yes.
He's one of the biggest international Kenyan artists that we know on this. Who doesn't know yet? He has given us hits after hits after hits. Our TikTok is full of his hits.
Yeah.
You get, that's where we started everything from. So I'm a friend to a friend who is close to him.
Yeah.
So I was also invited like that, and then I'm also here, and for the status too, I know why I'm also here. So I'm not just here for by mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably for BN, is there a song that is a favorite for you from his album? Probably from Sauti Sol, the group.
There is this song Inauma. It's paining me.
Yeah.
You know, when girls break our hearts,
Yeah.
there's a way it can pain you. That's my favorite song.
Yeah.
Why do you relate with Inauma?
Haven't you ever gone through a heartbreak?
You tell me.
I know, I'm asking you, you guys have never gone through heartbreaks.
For me, no.
Any type of pain.
For me, no.
You look like pain. Which one is, I don't understand. Which one is you, bro? You look like pain yourself. That is actually my favorite song. And then there's some other songs, but that is the favorite because of my friend, Dance General, who came to Uganda and he was pushing for that song. You get, so that is when I got to I was now more interested in learning Swahili, and that is when I decided to move to Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, sorry, talking about heartbreak, how was it? How did you find yourself listening to Inauma talking about your heartbreak? Listen, heartbreak.
My brother, just make money or leave women. They will break your hearts. They will hurt you. You will go through pain. You understand? But that is life, though.
Yeah.
I can't explain my heartbreak, but yeah.
How do you overcome heartbreak?
Just let things go, man.
By listening to
Inauma.
It's paining me, but there is nothing I can do about it. Yeah.
Okay. You have talked about shifting from Uganda to Kenya. How long have you been in Kenya? And so far, what is so amazing about Kenya?
I've been in Kenya now since February. That is when I moved to Kenya. But I've lived all my life in Uganda. The thing is with Kenya is more exposed to the international level of the world, you understand? It's not like Uganda. Uganda is a little bit conserved in one. No, that is my home, man. Don't make it look so bad. But anyways, Uganda is kind of a step back in terms of internet and all this entertainment and all that. You get Kenya is a step ahead. So I was for my own career and for my own things that I really want to do and where I look at myself going, the best thing I can do is just move to Kenya and then maybe make a step from there and see how far I can get.
Given a chance, probably, will you consider being to be a Kenyan? Probably you apply for citizenship and all that.
I don't mind. Even if you give it to me now, I'll carry it. I don't mind being a Kenyan. Literally, the whole of East Africa, we're the same.
Moving to Kenya, that time you're not a brand. You moving to Kenya, that time you're not that brand, Sorry to say that. But now Kenya's open opportunities for you, You've managed to express, the issues that you face back home. You've managed to communicate to your people. You've managed to become a household name, Kenya's an open opportunities for you, so many doors opportunity for you.
Yeah.
Do you see now where you wanted to see yourself, you being in Kenya?
I just feel like this is just the beginning. You get, in Uganda, I was so conserved in one place. I had the numbers, but I didn't have the exposure. You get. So it feels like Ugandans expose their own than foreigners that live in their country. But in Kenya, I feel like in Kenya, everybody has a chance to be big. Everybody has a chance to become a brand and respected for the numbers they have on social media. You get? Everybody has a chance. So me moving here, I'm getting like more respect and more recognition compared to what? And more recognition compared to what? To Uganda. Because in Uganda, it's like Ugandans, but in Kenya, it's like whoever has numbers and has a name can be a brand, and everybody respects you. That is one thing I've loved, like, about. In Uganda, I was respected too, but I wasn't like given that exposure or like that type of image. You get like they value you like as a content creator or somebody who has made a name or like has pushed the country and all that. Because every time people ask me, I'll be like, I'm a Ugandan, South Sudanese. That is when before I moved to Kenya. Now that I moved to Kenya, I'm South Sudanese, Ugandan, Kenyan at the same time. But I feel like Kenya is pushing me more out than the way Uganda was helping me in the shortest time. I've not even spent a year here, a couple of months. But I'm already like, imagine being invited to an event like this. It's a private only invite. In Uganda, I wasn't like, it only happened once. But how many years have I like been creating my content and doing all that? It happened only once. You get, and it was a launch of like certain beer stuff. You get, but in Kenya now, I feel like this happening, it's like opening more doors for me. Like the next one, and then. Because my thing is I want to be the biggest in South Sudan. I'm already carrying the flag. You get, so I want to carry it to the international level in terms of content. We have models who are already international. We have the basketball that is already international. But in terms of content creating, we don't actually have a South Sudanese that is really like big out there. So I just want to start it within here, Kenya. Make it big, because I'm pretty sure like if Kenyans recognize me and give me the platform, then I have the rest of Africa. You get?
Apart from Kenyans recognizing your content, supporting your content, how are you trying? You know, how are you doing? How are you planning? What is the strategy? You know, to make sure that we become a household name as well back then in South Sudan?
Apart from Kenya, sorry, what? I got distracted.
My question is, you know,
please.
I know you have strategies. You know, you want to win back at home. You want your people to appreciate your content. You want to become a household name in your country. You know, how are you doing this? What are the strategies you're trying to implement?
The thing is, you have to first, like, according to me, if I get Kenya in my hand to push me out, you get, like, push me up and just like expose me, then South Sudan is not going to have any choice. Because when we are to look at the entertainment industry of East Africa, Kenya leads the whole of East Africa. So if you are recognized in Kenya and you're a big name in Kenya, the rest of the East African countries have no choice but to also put you up there. You get? So that is it. So my plan here is to like collaborate with so many content creators, maybe work with different artists or like different brands, you get, to like give myself more exposure, and then my country will have no choice but to appreciate what I'm doing, because I will never denounce being a South Sudanese. I'm always proud being one.
So one thing, you're in Kenya at a time when we're having some sort of revolution. People are going to the streets demanding for their rights and all that, fighting for what they feel is right. At this time when the revolution is happening, is it something that you, as you consider yourself now that you're in Kenya, is it something that you are going to take part in?
I am because I remember I went also for the demonstration, and I had so many questions coming back from home. What is your business with Kenya? Why are you going to protest with the Kenyans and all that? And I'm like, this is where I'm living, so it's my home. If something wrong is going on, I have to support them. Because they support me. If you have to look at my numbers on all my socials, it's Uganda and Kenya, top two. We get the highest percentages of like my support comes from Uganda and Kenya. South Sudan is not even close or anywhere in the list. So why not pay back the Kenyans by fighting the bad government or anything like that? Because it's not fighting, but we are correcting the government. It's not that we are fighting them, but we are just fighting for our rights, because we are still a young generation, man. If they mess things up for us, we have no choice. We are doomed. So that's why we reject the finance bill. You cannot like, to me, when I read the finance bill and all that, what came in my mind, I'm like, why do you tax people who don't have jobs? Where do you expect them to get money pay the taxes when they don't have jobs.
Yeah.
Create jobs, let everybody have a job, and then you can tax them. At least they will say, okay, I'm working, I can pay the taxes. You get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one raises one question in terms of does content creation pay? Because now when we are saying we don't have jobs, and most of the Gen Zs who are going on the streets, you find that most of them depend on social media to make a living.
Yes.
Some are TikTokers, some are YouTubers, some are on Instagram. They're working with different brands and all that.
Yeah.
So the government may argue that content creators, you guys are making money, and they look at the life that you guys are living. Today we are here, Black Samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
They feel that we have the money.
No, look at this, right? Look at this. Content creating is a job of its own.
Yeah.
But guess what? 90% of content creators do not become content creators, or 90% of the people that are in the entertainment industry
Yes.
did not choose this path. Most of them did it because they had no option. How many graduates are creating content? Look at Crazy Canal, Flacco. These guys started different things, you get, but they are doing different things to survive. It's not because that is what they chose to do in the first place. Personally, I did public health. You get, I did public health in the health industry, but guess what? I'm a TikToker doing content, Instagram and everywhere. Why? Because I have no choice. There is no job. You get, there are no jobs. I know I can find a job, but it's gonna be hard because it might cost me something. You get, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to ask you, just to take you back about Gen Z protests in the country.
Yes, please.
What have you experienced in Kenya? What have you seen in Kenya? If given a chance, given an opportunity today, can it ever happen in South Sudan? Is that freedom, in South Sudan?
The reason as to why I always take Kenya to be the leader of East Africa is here there is democracy. At least there is democracy here. So the people of Kenya have the freedom of speech, expression, and they have a right to feel the way they want to feel and correct things. These things don't happen in some countries. You go on the streets, you're gone. You get, but at least Kenyans have the right, have the chance to go out. Yes, there are mistakes here and there. Some people have lost lives, but it wouldn't be the same in some countries, like my country. Dude, there is nothing like tear gas.
Yeah.
It's live bullets. So you go there, you know you might not come back. You understand?
That's
You
the
understand?
reality.
Yeah.
And the thing is, for my country, I can't blame it that much because we are like just growing.
Yeah.
We just got independence yesterday, so we still have a long way to go. But countries that have had independence almost the same years as Kenya, the question is, what are you doing with your country? Because if the young generation in Kenya can ask the president to fire his cabinet members, that is to show you that the government is we. For them, they are working for us.
Yeah.
But for them, it's like we are working for them, which is wrong. You get? So I'm very proud of the Kenyan youth for standing for themselves, doing what is right, and demanding for their rights. You get? Because if we don't do it, who's gonna do it for us? These guys have already messed up their generation. They want to mess up with our future too, which is not something we are not going to allow. Because if they mess it up for us, there are higher chances of us also messing it up for what? For our kids or the coming generation. So we either correct it now or forever be doomed. You get? Yeah.
Any other question that you have?
Yeah, of course. There's a lot we're gonna discuss about anti-government protest.
Yeah.
About his life, about his content creation. But for now, just to wind up this amazing conversation, there's a younger content creator. You guys normally work together, create content together. There have been stories around, speculation around.
Disclaimer: we are not in a relationship. I know that is where you are headed.
No. It's not about relationship. What I've seen is that we have few South Sudanese content creators ambao wako very vocal when it comes to issue of issue affecting their life, affecting their people. But it's something that we hopefully to see in future, more South Sudanese content creators expressing their views, maybe to the upcoming emerging content creators that are looking up to you. At times they might lose it. They might get distracted. They might not get this opportunity you have, but they may not be in that position you are right now. A message to them, and then maybe in future, are you planning to go back home?
Yeah,
to
honestly.
nature and impact.
Yeah, honestly, the thing is, for me, I still have a long way to go. You get? I still have a lot to learn from those who have been in the industry before me. You get? So, those who are looking up to me, I give them what I have, and then I also get from others that are better than me, and give it and forward it to them. The thing is, in the comedy industry of South Sudan, I want to build that foundation that the young kids or people who want to be in the same industry who are going to come later on and just enjoy the benefits of my hard work. You get? That is what I call success. When other people enjoy what you did not enjoy. You get? You work hard to make something, put something in place, and then other people enjoy. That is what I determine as success. It's like giving back to kids. When your kids live a better life than you live, you're a successful man. You don't have to have millions of dollars in your bank account. But as long as your wife and your kids are living a better life than you live, you're a successful man. That is the same thing. For any young person out there or anybody that is older than me that wants to get into this industry, it's all about consistency, not giving up, don't care about what people say, just do you and keep on going. Trust me, things happen. Look at Imo. Imo is already at almost, it's coming to 1 million followers on Instagram. But Imo started almost 2 years after me. 2 years later, but she's already having more numbers than I do. You get? Because she decided to make a step. It's all about making a step. You get me? It's all about making a step. You make a step, things happen. If you don't make a step, dreams remain dreams. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for your time. To your amazing fans, diaspora family, people back home, Kenyan fans, Ugandan family, a message to them.
For my South Sudanese people, I'm just building a foundation, but I'm coming back home because, bro, everybody thinks like I don't want to go back home.
Yeah.
You get? So this is just a foundation I'm building, and I really want to appreciate every single person that has supported me from day one till now. I never imagined myself being in places like this. All I knew was I'm gonna be a small boy at school, finish school, go find a job, and live a normal life like any other person, but not to a point of being known beyond my own family members. You get? But now here I have people looking up to me, being invited for events and all that. It is a dream until you make a step. I really want to appreciate everybody that supports me, that shares my content, that engages with me and all that. And people that have platforms that expose me more like you are the reason as to why we keep on going. Because if you appear on platforms that are big, it's like, yeah, I'm making it. You understand? And when somebody recognizes you, it's also a big deal. It's not like something small. You get me? Yeah.
All right, God bless you. Thank you so much for talking to us. Hope to see you next time. Wish you all the best. Enjoy your time.
Appreciate
Till
it.
next time.
All right. Bless.
Thank you.
So I'll leave your number.